All right, Fun Stretch 1946 says, I built a super small tool for plumbers and electricians and accidentally got my first paying customer. Here's what surprised me. Hey folks, so I'm not some tech wizard or big startup founder. I just noticed my local electricians and plumbers were struggling with scheduling jobs and sending invoices. I put together a super simple tool to help them. Honestly, I wasn't sure anyone would even use it. Here's the funny part. I posted about it in the local neighborhood WhatsApp group. Within 24 hours, one electrician signed up and actually paid me, my first real customer.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Congratulations. Here's what I learned. People don't care about a fancy website. They care if it saves them time. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Paperwork and late payments drive tradespeople crazy. Yes. One simple message in the right place can get you more results than weeks of marketing. Yes. 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 You have to admit that. Now, it's not a replacement for, but you can get good results from it.
I tell people all the time, marketing is nothing more than the right message at the right opportunity.
Yeah.
That's
correct.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering, should I keep it local and serve just my city or try to expand to other places? Also, would you charge per person or per business? If anyone here has worked on a super specific niche project, I would love to hear your story, especially the messy parts. Makes me feel better about how scrappy this whole thing is.
Yes.
So you got a SaaS product. Cool.
Yeah. And it's scrappy and it's local. So here's my advice.
Yeah.
Based on what he's doing is the guys that are going to be most likely to sign up with you are going to be the sole proprietors that may have a guy working for them. So charge for the business, even if it means you got to charge a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then just tell them, listen, you can have as many people on this platform as you want, and it'll never be more.
Yeah,
because
they'll only have a couple anyway.
Correct.
Yeah.
And yes, start with your local community. Start with guys that you might actually be able to meet up with.
Yep.
Ask, like, the best way to develop products like this is if you can meet with the people that are using it.
Yeah.
See how they're interacting with the website or the app. Like, what is their workflow? Because you may have an idea of what it is in your head, and then when you get to go out with a plumber and see how he's actually using your software, you go, oh, that's not how I thought they'd be doing it at all, right? And it can change how you develop it, right? And that's also an opportunity to figure out, do they need other features, right? Like dumb stuff. Like I found out that there is a program out there that was specifically developed for like fireplace and chimney people.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize they have to document everything for insurance purposes. So they have to take pictures of your fireplace and your chimney, like all of it, right?
Yeah. And also be categorized and organized. Yeah.
And same thing, you may find out that, your local plumber or electrician would love the ability to take a picture before and after picture to send with the invoice.
Yeah.
Right. Like we found out, we have a guy that does, a client I talk about occasionally, basement waterproofing.
Yep.
So we set them up with a CRM system, but the way that they price things doesn't work really well with the CRM system because it's not a basement waterproofing, and then a unit price. They just give you a total price.
Right.
Right. So, but the way the CRM system works is you can't just plug in a price. You have to tie it to a service. So like $100 an hour times 144 hours, right? But he doesn't want the hours showing on the estimate. Right. So like it's little nuanced things that you find out when you actually start working with people and talking to them and seeing what they do. And that's going to give you a huge edge over anybody else in the industry because most of them don't actually talk to their customers to see what they need.
Right.
They answer support tickets and go, oh, this would be a cool feature. And then they add it in the completely wrong place.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's all these little things. So yeah, do the scrappy marketing, go talk to the local guys, get a couple of beta testers in that you grandfather in at a per business price just to get it in use. And these tradespeople talk to each other all the time, right? Like they talk to each other.
Yep.
So if you do something and one guy raves about it, I'll guarantee you that the other guy that's annoyed with paperwork and late payments, he'll sign up in a heartbeat.
As soon as he tells him about it, he's like, oh, I know how to solve that problem. I know how to solve that. Yeah. And that's the thing. Electricians will, of course, talk to other electricians, but they'll also talk to plumbers. They'll talk to roofers. They'll talk to window guys.
Oh, yeah.
They'll talk to the whole gamut.
I mean, you go to any job site and there's more than an electrician
And
there.
they all know each other.
Yes.
They've all been in the trades for a while. They all know each other. They're all friendly.
As someone that owns a blueprint shop, right? Like, it's funny because I've literally had guys come in to pick up their prints and they're like, oh, Johnny's prints are here?
Yeah.
Do you want me to drop them off? His shop is next to mine.
Right.
And I'm like,
or I'm meeting him at another job right now.
And I'm like, sure. Right.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because that's when you realize how much they actually interact and talk to each other and stuff. So yeah, it's a great way to build a product like this is start locally and then.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Start locally. Absolutely. Charge per business. Don't charge per person. You're not a sales force.
Then the next step I would recommend is expand statewide.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you are statewide.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
All right. So we're in the Philadelphia area right now. We're in Bucks County, but anyone who knows Philadelphia, we're just north of Philadelphia. So we're still considered part of the Philadelphia, the tri-state area, as they say, Philadelphia, South Jersey, and Northern Delaware. Would you expand west to Harrisburg, or would you go to New Jersey and Delaware?
So for this type of stuff, I would expand west first.
Really?
Yes, because
Pittsburgh has very little to do with this area, whereas
but
Wilmington, Delaware, South Jersey, it's all the same people.
Right, but there's all these different rules and regulations, right? So like my guy does basement waterproofing is also a plumber.
Okay, so you're talking about from the legal and contractual standpoint.
He can do plumbing anywhere in Pennsylvania.
Right.
He can't touch a faucet in New Jersey. But his website markets the waterproofing and the plumbing.
I got you.
If we get in water basement proofing, same thing. You have to have 2 different contractor license IDs. You have to have 2 of everything.
Yeah.
So build a system that works really well for the state you're in, where you understand the rules and regulations. What has to be on an invoice? What has to be in a contract?
Yep.
Right? Nail that down for one state, because you're going to have to do it all over again for the next state.
Yep.
And it's easier to just do one state, start getting an income from that, doing what you need to do for that state. And then when you are making enough money, then expand to the second state.
Yeah.
Then the third state.
Okay. All right. So Fun Stretch 1946. Hope that helps. Sounds pretty cool. I love the fact that you just kind of went and built something, said, hey, here's this. And people said, sure, why not? Yeah. That's great. That's bigger businesses have been started that simply.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like I had a guy call me a few months ago, and he's like, I want to build him and his brother were working on building a CRM system. Mm. And I asked him, who are you building it for? Right. And they go, oh, kind of like, it's a general one that everybody could use. And I'm like, please don't do that. They're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, build it for someone specific.
Yeah.
Like build it for physical therapists. Right. So one of the things that was unique about their system is it had a check-in feature. Mm. So I told him, like, so you're designing this system for someone that, like a massage therapist or a physical therapist that may be a solopreneur. They're in working with a client. So the person that's coming next can literally self-check in, right? So like you should be able to sense when they walk in the building based on geographic data, and they can push check in. And then the massage therapist that's working on someone gets a notification that says, hey, Joe just checked in. Right. So now Joe is out there already.
Right.
And you're not disrupting your session. Right. And you also know you can't go way long on your session because Joe is now waiting. And I'm like, it's a brilliant CRM. It solves a very specific problem for a very specific market. I'm like, market to them. Yeah. Don't market to anybody else. Right. Because there are so many, like you could even do solopreneur dentists. Like it's such a huge market. And they were like, well, we never thought of it in those terms. We just thought it was, let's just do it for everybody that needs check-in for something. And I'm like, no, you can't market it that way. It's just not going to work.
Right. No, absolutely. So, that's good. It's good advice because again, when you, for those, that was good advice. When you try to build something for the masses, number one, you're competing against who knows how many products that are already out there. And number two, are better. They're better. They're tested. They're seasoned. They have users that you're not going to be able to compete against that for a while. And then number two, it probably doesn't solve everybody's problem. It probably solves a lot of little problems, but it doesn't solve like you said, like the what would not chiropractors,
Physical
physical therapists, or massage
or
therapists specific
tarot
problems.
card readers.
Yeah. Hey, why not? Right?
Exactly.
They all have their own individual issues.
Yes.
So no, it's good advice there as well. All right, fun stretch. Let us know how it went. Actually, send us the software. It'd be kind of cool to check it out.
So we are actually getting another question on TikTok too.
Yes, TikTok, go.
Here's the thing. I want to avoid replacing current CRMs. They already have 100 tools. I want to avoid competing with them. My market is $1 to $12 million blue collar services. Simple automation for blue collar. I've spent about 50 hours in it so far developing. Okay. So go look at.
Well, hold on. Read the question so everybody understands. You kind of mumbled through it.
Yeah. So that's kind of what he looks like. He's wanting to build an automation system for blue collar service businesses in the $1 to $12 million range.
All right.
So look at Service Titan, look at Service Master, look at Go High Level. That is 3 of the big ones that are competing in that exact space. So before I would build that, I would go talk to people that are in that specific industry, especially the $5 to $10 million businesses. Anybody that's doing $1 million plus is probably using some kind of CRM already. And if you're building it for that industry, you need to know what they need, right? Just like we were saying with this guy for the electricians and stuff, you need to know what it is that they actually need and what their workflows are. Until you do that, you are competing with places like Service Master.
Right.
Oh, my tool is an add-on. I bring their CRMs and payment systems together, providing a dashboard. Yes. So
That's your plugin. Okay.
Yeah, but Service Titan, High Level, Service Master already do all that. They bring all the billing together. So go look at those tools because they're already doing that. Like Service Master, for example, they do all of their they schedule all their appointments, send all their follow-ups, the reminders that the tech is coming. The tech can put in the final prices. They can add the parts in. And then when the tech leave and I sign off on it, it automatically adds it up. I can either pay on site, they can swipe my card, or they can email me an invoice and then I
and we're not saying stop what you're doing, right? We're saying that go look at them, see what they're doing, incorporate some of the good features and the things that are missing, whatever it is that the additional stuff that you can solve, go solve those problems too.
Yeah. And a lot of these are not considered enterprise systems, like Service Titan, Go High Level specifically not, but Go High Level will do all those things. So there's a bunch of them out there. Just do your homework go talk to someone in the actual industry and find out what they like, what they don't like. And what they need before you spend a ton of time building.
Exactly.
If you found this clip interesting, make sure to go listen to the full podcast. There's lots more content there.